Hi everybody. Today I'm going to talk about borderline personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, and therapists, and how the people with these disorders can use the therapist as triangulation. So I'm going to touch on all these topics today. But I'm going to try to make the video brief. I can't remember if I've made a video about this. I think I have. I can't remember if I've made a video about this a little while ago or if I've been wanting to since then. It can be difficult to find my own videos. I've got like 1,400, I think. But even when I touch on the same topic or subjects, I add more information. So, first, I really need to say this. I've said it before in other videos, but for this one, I really need to say this. Borderline personality disorder is a very, very serious mental illness. It's not something that you and I help with or fix or change. It's nothing that you and I can do about somebody else that has this illness. If you want, you can be supportive. That doesn't even mean finding the one for them. Doesn't mean paying for it. Doesn't mean taking them there. Maybe if something happens to a ride and they need a ride, ask for a ride. So, this very serious mental illness, borderline personality disorder, typically can take up to 10 years of DBT therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy. Probably needs cognitive behavioral therapy, but it needs serious talk therapy. They may need medications as well. Most don't complete this. Some may never go into remission, but most relapse and still have difficulty and dysfunction in their lives, keeping a job or relationships, or even keeping a home. It looks a lot different on paper. If you go look it up, it looks a lot better than it is because they can't keep up with people that don't complete therapy, that just disappear. They don't know. They can't say, oh, they didn't go into remission, or they did. So on paper, it looks a lot better. The reality isn't very good. But I must tell everybody, especially people with borderline personality disorder, that everyone can heal from trauma, from emotional trauma. Everyone, okay? Children can heal from emotional trauma, and adults especially can heal. And adults can especially heal from trauma we had in childhood, okay? I'm not here to tell you that every mental illness can be cured or go into remission, and you don't have to have your disorder go into remission to heal from childhood trauma at all, okay? No one is beyond love. But typically, someone with borderline personality disorder may not seek treatment at all. They may not have extensive treatment. They may not finish it. They may go to one session. They may go for 1 month. They may go for 1 year. They may never do the work that was suggested to them. They may never even try. It may not even be the reason that they're going to therapy. A borderline narcissist that has both of these, comorbid, which is more common than you think, typically seeks professional help to manipulate them, to validate their false narrative. It's everyone else. We all have to live with ourselves, don't we? And people with disorder have guilt and shame. And this prevents them from looking at themselves to make the changes required to have functionality in their life. But in relationships, never, ever, ever go to couples counseling in any way, shape, or form with someone that has borderline, that has narcissistic, or both borderline and narcissistic personality disorders that are untreated. And David, you might say, David, how do I know? I didn't know. If they have behaviors, if they have traits that are in the DSM that are associated with cluster B personality disorders, they don't have to have the disorder. How many do you guys have? I have none. Not one. I mean, maybe in my past, 1 or 2. When I was young, out of control. not healthy, not stable, one or two. I have none. Do you guys have any? So we don't need the 6 or the 5, not even 4. If they have a couple of these, I'd be very suspicious. I'd be very careful, because even just a couple of these traits needs help and attention. Cause major problems in relationships, and probably is what needs to be fixed first. Seeking therapy or counseling together for your relationship with someone that has these traits. The mental illness is the problem, not you. If somebody has borderline, narcissist, both of them, personality disorders, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you are healthy or if you're toxic. The relationship cannot work, and therapy cannot work for the relationship until this person treats their mental illness first. And I'm not even saying along with you. Triangulation. I know most of you guys understand what that is. Triangulation, three people. A relationship with just 2, and someone adds another person, not as a threesome, but as an emotional manipulation, as a tool, as a weapon for control. To get what I want, to get what I need, to make you the bad guy, to support my narrative, make you the villain, cause doubt. Because if I need to control you, that's all I really need to do, is just cause a little doubt. Therapists are the perfect tool for triangulation. My therapist told me that you aren't meeting my needs. My therapist told me that I need to just tell you what I want and you need to do it. My therapist told me that you are dysfunctional, that you have borderline personality disorder, that you are a narcissist. I doubt that. Or that's a toxic therapist. They're not supposed to do that. And, they could be completely lying. They could be making it up. They could be twisting it. Because don't forget, people with these disorders have major cognitive dysfunctioning. So a therapist could say one thing, it goes in here, it goes in here and goes, and then comes out here totally backwards. So my therapist told me, no, they didn't. That's not what they said. The therapist is the perfect tool to control you, isn't it? I mean, they're so validating. They are the last ditch effort sometimes, right, for a relationship. They are the truth. They are the educated one, the professional, the one with experience, the one that's helped many other couples. But they're the perfect tool to cause self-doubt in you. And they may not know this. They may not know they're doing it. But I'm here to tell you right now, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a certified professional coach. But I've been doing this almost a decade. I've helped hundreds of people. And this stuff that I help people with is so complex. It's so severe. Almost all of my clients have sought other professionals, therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists. And the horror stories I have heard are massive. I could tell you 100 horror stories of therapists. Some good ones, yes, but way more bad ones. And it's all they need. All they need is just to cause that little bit of doubt. Most therapists don't want to treat BPD or NPD. Certainly not someone with both. Trust me, I know this. Because every single one I've ever known will not help them, will not treat them, will not see them. I can sometimes detect them in my emails. They want coaching from me. Many professionals may never even diagnose them, but in couples counseling, they may never say a thing. But if that professional believes them and they drag you in there, you are in massive trouble. You are in deep trouble, my friend. Because whatever damage has already been caused by the borderline, the narcissist, narcissist, the borderline narcissist, the therapist solidifies it, cements it. If you had doubt before, you're pretty clear now that it's you. 2-on-1, the person you love and the truth, professional, good luck with that. The narrative is it's untrue, and I will never take accountability. It's you. They fear exposure and abandonment. Their desire is to have control, to have the therapist support their narrative that they are the victim and you are the villain for control. The therapist becomes the referee and you the bad guy. Now, some red flags to watch out for, guys. If you have someone in toxic that's abusing you, neglecting you, massive chaos, it's unstable, up and down, massive doubt, guilt, shame. Some red flags that you'll see about this toxic person trying to trap you, triangulate you with a therapist. Is the most common is it's their therapist. Do not ever go see their therapist. There's no need to. They're theirs, not yours. Not all of a sudden we're just going to add the partner in there after a year or two or months or weeks or even a couple sessions. Because if they find them, watch out. If they talk to them first, because that's what they do. I've seen this over and over and over again. My clients come to see me and I immediately help them take back power and control in that toxic relationship that they're in. That toxic partner losing control starts that checklist. What do I do now? I demand, I accuse, I use pity. I go get a therapist because there's a problem in the relationship, honey. I sense this, so I'm going to go get a therapist. Something wrong with you. And my therapist told me that there is something wrong with you. My therapist would like you to come in, talk to us. Yeah, they primed them. They prepped them first. And if they find a therapist, regardless if you're involved or not, or they haven't asked you or not, they just went and found a therapist. If they found a good therapist, that's someone that they can control. That's someone that believes and supports the narrative. Doesn't make them accountable. If they found a bad therapist, I just don't like them, they're just not helping me, they're just blah, 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 it means they're a good therapist that holds them accountable, that won't believe the false narrative. If they get you into their therapist, it will cause massive doubt, at least. And that doubt is a seed that will continue to grow. As they feed it, as they water it, that seed of doubt grows into a tree of control. What to do? Refuse to play the role assigned to you. Don't let them do that, or the therapist, or both. If you're in this situation, ask the therapist questions. Have I been painted in a light that concerns you in any way? Biggest thing you can do, and I wouldn't wait until their therapist is triangulating you. If you're in a relationship that feels bad, you feel guilty, you feel ashamed, you feel doubt, you don't know what's going on, you don't understand, it's chaos, it's unstable. Find help. Step outside that relationship, tell someone, ask for help. Get your own individual therapy. The worst thing you could do is go to couples counseling with these people. The best thing you can do in the world is find your own. Can I make that any more simple? Let me know what you guys think. Please share your own examples. Please ask questions. Please like the video and sub to the channel. Anybody that wants coaching, you can find me at daviddemars.com. Love yourself first, guys. Thank you.